Hi, I'm Amber. Today I want to show you how to create, break down, and plan your goals within Griply. So I started off with a fresh new account and I already added some goal examples here across different life areas. So for work and career, for example, I want to launch a new website, I want to grow a newsletter. And as you can see, you can use goals in Griply for projects as well. So just like any other productivity tools, you can add your projects here. The only difference is that Griply has a lot of goal-related features. We have goal metrics, visual progress tracking, linking your sub-goals and habits to your main goal. So that's the main difference between other tools, but you can use this just as well for projects. For money and finance, I want to save 5,000 euros. Education and learning, I want to read 12 books. And this gives you a nice overview of what it would look like if you have multiple goals across different life areas. So now let's add a new goal together so I can show you the whole flow from scratch. You can start fresh or you can explore goal plans. And I recommend this if you're still looking for inspiration. You can adjust any of the plans or you can just start fresh on your own. You can use this button here or you can also use the keyboard shortcut, which is Option-Command-N to quickly add a goal. I want to run a half marathon, so I will add that as my goal name. And it's best to keep the name short, specific, and action-driven. So if you start with a verb like run, read, write, it will automatically be action-driven. And only the name is required. So if you just have an ID for a goal, you can already save it and then add the details later. So this life area is sport and health. The color will be inherited from the life area, but you can also override it if you want to. To visualize this goal, you can add an icon, upload your own image, or select something from Unsplash. In this case, I want to use an icon for running. And I also want to favorite this goal because it's very important to me and I don't want to forget about it. And if you favorite it, it will be pinned to the sidebar. The start date of this goal is today. And the deadline is in 6 months because the race day is in April. So I'll set that as deadline. It's good to be realistic with your deadline, but also ambitious. But it's really demotivating if you will not reach your goal because you have too little time planned. But you can always change the deadline later if you think you need more time or less time. And if you have an open-ended goal like journaling, meditating, keeping track of your health, you can just leave this deadline field empty. So at the metrics section is where you decide how to track your progress. So this is really where the magic happens within Griply. So if you have a goal that's relying heavily on tasks for completing it, like planning a trip or maybe launching a new product, you can use completed tasks. It will show your percentage of completion when you complete tasks. And you can use sub-goal progress for goals that have smaller projects or milestones like running a triathlon and you want to track your swimming, running, and cycling goals separately. So you can use the sub-goal progress for that. There's also a percentage metric, and sometimes people get confused with this percentage and this percentage, but this one is more for optimization goals. Like you want to improve your retention rate or you want to maybe decrease your body fat percentage. So you can use the percentage tracking for that. And these are all just pre-selected metrics, but you can also add your own custom metric. For example, for the 12 books that I want to read this year, I used a custom metric. So if you select that, I can just show you quickly. You can add a label here, for example, books, and then 12 books. In this case, we want to use the distance metric. So distance. And half marathon is 13.1 miles. So I will change that into mile. And I can already run 3 miles. So that's how you set your metric. And if you need help choosing the right metric, you can always reach out to us and we'd be happy to help you out. For now, let's save this goal. In this goal detail view, you can see that your goal metric is already added. It will grow as I log progress over time. And if I add sub-goals and habits to this goal, these will also be shown here with progress cards. You can add a description. This is the why, or maybe you want to add a link to a training schedule. Whatever you want, you can type it here. I want to add more like a motivational description. So I want to challenge myself and get fit. that's the why I want to do this goal. To make progress feel achievable, you can break this goal down into sub-goals, habits, tasks, and you can also add sections to organize the goal. You can add a sub-goal from here, or you can use the plus button on the right side. And the first sub-goal that I want to add is run 5 miles. I want to do this in 1 month, so I will add the deadline end of November. I will also add the distance metric here, 5 miles. And as you can see, the sub-goal progress will also show up here. I will add a bit more sub-goals. And I can plan those later onto the goal timeline. I will show you in a bit. I also want to add some tasks for preparation, like buy new running shoes, register for the race. So I can really easily add them with natural language input. So I want to register for the race today, 6 p.m. and it will take me 15 minutes. And you can see that Griply automatically detects the due date, the time, and also the duration. So this makes it really fast to add any task. I also want to buy new running shoes next Monday, and it will take me 3 hours. And I want to do this at 3 p.m. There's still one thing missing from this goal, and that's habits. Habits are really important to achieve your goals because they make sure you work on your goal consistently. In this case, I want to run 3 times per week. And I can type this again with natural language, and this will be recognized as a habit schedule. You can add many flexible habit schedules in Griply, like daily, weekly, monthly, yearly, the second of the month, whatever you want. But I will create a separate video about that. And there will also be a progress card inside this goal for the habit, so it's linked to this goal. If you have a goal with a long list of tasks, you can also use sections to organize it. In this case, it's not needed, but you can find it here. And once you set up a couple of goals, it's time to plan them. In Griply, you can do that on the timeline view. So if you go to the goals section, you have a list view of your goals here, but you can also switch to the timeline view at the top. Here you have a Gantt style view where you can switch between different time frames to do long-term planning, but also shorter-term planning. And for now, I just want to use the yearly view to quickly plan the sub-goals that we just added for the run a half marathon goal. So I can place the sub-goals on the timeline like this. And then I have realistic planning. It really helps you to get a good overview of all your goals and see whether you have too much planned or too little planned. And you can also really easily adjust your plans if needed. The upcoming view is where your long-term planning meets your weekly planning. So I can easily plan the habit that we just added, the running habit, for next week. I can place them on different times and different days, and that makes it really unique. So it will be adjusted to your own schedule. I want to do it a bit earlier. And yeah, this looks fine. And I can also block time for goals. So this is just habits. But for example, on Monday, I want to work on launch new website. And I can just drag in this goal here and plan it for Monday. I also connected my Google Calendar. So if you connect your Google or Outlook calendar, all your events will show up here as well. Since this is a new account, I don't have all my tasks set up yet, but you can use Griply as your task manager as well. Let's see, today I want to maybe pick up a package. I can just add a task here. And in this way, you can just really easily use it for normal tasks as well. So they don't have to be connected to your goal per se. The daily planner is where it all comes together. So here you'll see the tasks that we just added. And if you start using Griply as your daily planner as well, you can plan your work and personal to-dos all in one place here. I will make another video which will dive deeper into using Griply as your daily task manager. And to stay on track with your goals, it helps to do regular reflection. And that's why I created a weekly reflection habit. And I definitely recommend you to also create a habit like this. I do this every Sunday, and I have a couple of steps that I added as subtasks. And you can, of course, choose your own steps. One of them is to check my goal progress. And I can do this in Griply in the Insights tab. Here you can see your goals trending over time. and I can update my progress and adjust if needed. And if you're on iOS and you have the Griply app installed, you can also use goal widgets to keep your goals top of mind and not forget about them. And that's how you create, break down, and plan your goals within Griply. Just start small, maybe with 1 or 2 goals, or just only start tracking your habits or tasks. The most important thing is to get started. It doesn't matter how you start, just get the momentum going and everything else will follow. If you have any questions, just let me know. Thanks for watching again and see you in the next video.